All right. Good evening, colleagues. Welcome, everyone from wherever you're joining. This is the uh, fifth edition of the ASFI seminar series for this year, 2025. So welcome. We're having a very important discussion today. So that is why we need to start now. I think we'll have a good number of people in the house already. So we wait for others to join us. My colleague, Dr. Emma Sub, will be taking today's session. So I will take you through the normal routine, and then I will bring her on board. So please take notes as she goes through. We have been going from step to step this year, and what is important also is that you be able to join your collaborative research groups we have formed. And I believe that things are moving well in your group. It doesn't always move well, and that is not a sign of failure. But you need to get it moving. All right, so welcome, and let me make the presentations. So this evening, we are looking at academia-industry collaboration. This is the type of collaboration that is very, very essential for societal development. Very essential. And for societies that have grown in terms of their development, this is an aspect that they have really worked on and have got it well. So it is important to know how this is working in Africa and the implications of that. And it's not a deliberation we finish in one session, but I hope that we can have some points to think about as we make progress with our career. All right, so our theme for this year is still on from collaboration to impact. We want this to be a reality in your career, and that is how we have the collaborative research groups we have formed. I will come back to that in a bit once Emma finishes her presentation, because the collaborative research groups will go to their different breakout sessions to deliberate and make progress. It is important that you think of projects that will bring impact. It is very, very important, and I hope that you can seriously work on that. We want to see those fruits up the end of this year. All right. One other program we have in the ASFI community is for this year is Prof. Warren's Academic Career Talks 101. It's bi-monthly. So this month we have it, and that is coming on Friday. We have had already 2 editions now, and this month will be the 3rd edition. If you have not joined it before, and then you desire to have a thriving career, I invite you to join us in the next edition. To round up today, I will remind you also what we'll be working on this Friday. Following the career talks, we have the career audit, the consultation time. That comes the first Friday of the month following the career talk workshop. So the career talk workshop comes on Friday, and then always comes the last Friday of each month it is held. So following it will be the career audit the first Friday of June. The first Friday of June. It's a place to have frank talk. The two sessions we have had so far really been inspiring, that we can open up, engage, ask questions, and bring further thoughts to elaborate issues, talk about the things we faced, and then, of course, get insights from colleagues. All right, these are the courses we are having this year in ASFI. We are currently, I started yesterday, on the art of academic supervision. The art of academic supervision. And then after that, we follow other ones we have outlined this year. Yes, ASFI is 5. And we have picked a date. We have picked a date to really look back and then look forward. A date to celebrate all we have done in the last 5 years. So it's something that is dear to us. And I believe that you will support us as we go through this anniversary. 5 years in the game, 5 years running, 5 years supporting African science, 5 years doing our best to see how we can become better. 5 years full of many stories we would like to tell. So please, I'm just bringing this up to ask you, mark your calendars, please. Mark your calendars. Mark your calendars, 14th of July. We'll come back with time, but mark that calendar. We would like to have a good time. We would like to, yes, relax and see the things we have been doing so far. So please mark your calendar so that you can join us. Okay. Yeah, so this is the journey we have this year from collaboration to impact. We have had in the past years since we started the science seminar series. This was actually from 2021. I think the first edition was in March 2021, and we have had it monthly until now. So it has been a journey that we have had, so that in the previous years we invite speakers come and then they present on a given topic, and then that is it. But this year we wanted to change dynamics, in which we just not only present on certain topics, but also to give room for the participants to experience those topics we present on. And so we are talking about collaboration. So we want to make the collaboration a reality. And that is why we have created the collaborative research groups, which gives the groups opportunity to work together towards certain milestones. First of all, to develop as a group, and then to do something together. And we're evaluating the groups. We have sent the first survey last month, okay, to understand what has been happening in the groups from January until April. At the end of June, we are going to send another survey, okay, that will also evaluate what has happened between May and June, and then we'll come in August, then in October and December. So we want to evaluate what is happening and to be able to see where we have done well and perhaps where we have not done well, and see what factors could have contributed to success, perhaps not so much success, so that we can learn from that. We want the collaborative research groups to grow, not just for the sake of this year's seminar, but once you begin to work together and produce, there is no need to stop. You can continue as a group and make progress, collaborate more going forward. All right, so yeah, that is the essence for this year, to build practical experience of multidisciplinary collaborative research over the course of 12 months. Learn and practice how to build a collaborative research group as one of the objectives. Learn and practice how to develop a multidisciplinary research topic. Learn and practice how to grow and nurture a collaborative research group. Develop skills to identify and deal with challenges and opportunities in a collaborative research group. Learn and practice how to troubleshoot and solve problems that arise in a collaborative research group. Learn how to take your research collaboration beyond the frontiers of academia to build collaboration with industry, government, and other sectors. And that's one of the things we'll be looking at. I have announced, I think, yeah, not me, but information has gone out to the groups. If you like to meet with me, please make indication in your group so that I can find time to come and see what is happening with your group. All right, so collaboration, that is the point of discussion this year. We will not stop that talking about this. So it's process of two or more people, entities, organizations working together to complete a task, achieve a goal, right? So the UK Research and Innovation has said that there are actually outputs that come from research operation. It's an effective way to ensure research impact. If you want to increase your impact beyond what it is, a collaboration could be one way to do that. All right, provides opportunity for academics to engage with others affected by and interested in the proposed research. So you can do something together with somebody that is exciting, perhaps also challenging for you. All right, so I've taken you through this previously, the collaboration journey, how the groups, teams develop. All right, the forming stage, the storming stage. I don't know. Perhaps from the assessment we are making with what you have completed in the survey, we'll be able to know where each group is. Okay, where each group is. But the summit stage is a stage where difficulties arise, challenges arise. All right, those are not signs that you can't work together. It is normal. Every group, every team goes through it. The only challenge is when you cannot get out of it. You're stuck. You begin to fight and not be able to troubleshoot those challenges. When you come out of the storming stage, stay together, then you begin to norm. You enter the norming stage, where the group moves away from the storming stage and begins to function as a group. Begin to function. Performing is then the stage where you begin to achieve your set goals, begin to work on those set goals. Okay, so please make sure you take the time. The goal is for you to develop the skills to form a multidisciplinary research group. And I tell you, you'll be happy when you have gone through it and begin to achieve something. Okay, usually we'll have the seminars for around 30 minutes, and then we'll send you to your collaborative research groups. If there's anyone here who has not joined any group, please be sure, because really we are very strict with what is happening with these groups because we want to maintain consistency within each group. Some of you really confuse us because you are in many, you fill the forms and you're in many groups. The group that you assign in the form is not the group you are in. You make lots of confusion, and that is not helpful enough. So if you are sure you do not have any group, when we open the breakout sessions, please let us know so that we can send you to a group. And when you get to that group, remain in that group, please. Remain in that group. You will be in that group to the end of this year. Don't start jumping from place to place. All right. So as I said, we'll be evaluating the activities of these collaborative research groups. And, there will be surveys will be sending in the course. Okay, so as I mentioned, academia industry collaboration implications for African research landscape. So I will bring my colleague, Dr. Eman Sob, to make her presentation. Please take note. Once she finishes, I'll be sending you to your breakout sessions. I hope Eman is here.
Right, I am here.
All right, please go ahead. The floor is yours.
See my screen?
Yeah, yeah, now we can see.
Welcome, everyone. My name is Iman Sob. I am the ASFI Director of Science and Communication, and I am a pulmonologist. I'm Associate Professor of Respiratory Medicine at Al Azhar University, Egypt, and currently I am working at Taiba University, Saudi Arabia. Um, so welcome everyone. It is my pleasure to be with you here all. As we said, this year we have a theme of collaboration, from collaboration to impact. And today's topic is about academia industry collaboration, which is very, very important topic for researchers and also for economic and scientific development for each country. As you know, there are many problems regarding funding, infrastructures, and this collaboration can be a solution for these challenges. Universities serve three core purposes: the generation and advancement of generation, communication, and advancement of knowledge. And the ultimate objectives of universities is to translate theoretical knowledge into practical tools that contribute to societal development. And without this transformational process where theory becomes application, the university mission remains incomplete. And this also is a challenge that we face now. We have many, many graduates which have university degrees, but they didn't find the proper career in the career market because they lack the skills or there is no need for their specialty. This transformation, where ideas are turned into tangible, innovative outcomes, is central to the concept of innovation. As the hub of research, the university must foster an environment where innovation thrives. And to achieve this, postgraduate curricula should actively teach and promote knowledge translation as a core academic mandate. And if we get more advanced, we can say also undergraduate curricula should be there. Academia industry collaboration refers to the systematic linkage between academic knowledge creation and its application in industry. It encompasses a broad spectrum of interactions. These interactions ranging from knowledge and technology transfer to strategic planning, infrastructure investment, and human capital development. Academia industry collaboration is not merely a financial exchange. It fosters mutual growth and innovation and societal impact for both academia and industry. And if we look at leading global ranking systems, for example, Times Higher Education World University Ranking, they include industry income and partnerships as key metrics for evaluation of world-class university. If you look at this figure from Times Higher Education about the parameters for evaluation of universities, teaching and research environment, research quality, international outlook, and industry. Previously, industry was included into these items, but this 2025 includes a separate item for percentage for industry, includes income and patents. And this highlights the importance of research for credibility of university. They proposed a helix for science and for technology transfer and innovation. This is called the triple helix. This says that we have three players: the government, university, industry, or business. These are key players joined for technology transfer and innovation. Taking into account as university, this is a system for teaching, for education, for knowledge creation and generation, and also trial for knowledge transfer. Then the government acts as financial, providing support, resources, funding, providing taxes relaxation, providing infrastructure development, and the industry or business which act for environment for creation of training centers for careers development as research output, and also for knowledge production, knowledge transfer into products. And also the outcome will be of high economic impact because there are many employment opportunities and the new products and services, and also growth and sustainable development. This triple helix should serve as proposition or suggestion for how the interaction between these three key players should be. And they added recently another player, which is the civil society. So it is called the quadruple helix for science. And the civil society here acts as, for example, for media for translation and transmission of the results of this interaction into the society, and including NGOs and intermediary organizations. And this action is very important to support the other three players. And recently, they included environmental factors. So it will be quintuple helix for science. Quintuple helix include the three key players, and the fourth one, which is the civil society, and the environmental factors, which is different from area to area, from geographic places, and different between universities. And this will utilize environmental resources and the factors for improving the output for knowledge transfer and innovation. Coming from this, we have different forms for academia industry collaboration. These forms may be joint research projects, consultancy and advisory roles, sponsored research, collaborative research, licensing agreements, internships and fellowships for university students, graduates, and also faculty members and staff. Creation of co-curricula, and this is very, very important to align the university education with the needs of the labor market, either undergraduate or postgraduate, PhD, diploma, and etc. Joint publications, joint patents, exchange of scientists between the industry and the university, and the exchange of researchers, organization of events, including workshops, training, seminars, conferences, and also creation of industry-oriented committees for discussions and also for policy making. This academia industry collaboration will have benefits for both entities. For academia, there will be funding and infrastructure development. There will be access to resources and technologies available in the industry, and training, job opportunities, and career development for students and faculty members, as well as staff. Improvement of performance and outputs, including research, technologies, and skills. Reduced costs for knowledge transfer, because universities here will not need to utilize their resources for knowledge transfer. Real impact of research, because it will be aligned with the needs of industry, needs of the country and the society. And dissemination of research findings and enhanced credibility and ranking. As you see, ranking depends on somewhat on collaboration and research output, which will be a good outcome of this collaboration. For industry, they will have access to resources of university, including labs, experts, knowledge. Also, there will be more job opportunities created and career development for those working at industry level, because they will get in touch with experts from university. And improved performance and outputs, low cost research and development opportunities, which is very important for industry at the current time. Early access to emerging talents for careers and also for expert opinions, and enhanced credibility through academic association and collaboration. And if we look at the recent times higher education university ranking, there are many ways of ranking. But here I have a look at the partnerships or collaboration. Partnerships for the goal, it is the Sustainable Development Goal 17. If you look at this, the results of this item, you will find that the partnerships is led by University of Technology of Sydney in Australia, which is a new player. And also there are 27 UK universities in the top 10, 13 from Canada, 12 from Australia. India is the best represented in the ranking overall, with 99 institutions, and Turkey 96 institutions, Pakistan 91 institutions. you see that there is poor representation of African countries in this sector. And this highlights the need for improvement of academia industry collaboration in Africa. Some of the most and best successful examples of academia industry collaboration, the best one globally is the MIT Industrial Liaison Program. And this program involves engagement of academia with more than 200 companies with high impact technologies licensed as outcome of this program. And this MIT institute ranks among the highest institutes for utilizing these partnerships and for the number of partnerships with industry. There are other examples, like during COVID-19, there's a vaccine development as an outcome of Oxford AstraZeneca partnership. And the most interesting one is the Stanford NVIDIA AI partnership, which is now involves the hot topic and hot player in the scene, which is artificial intelligence. There is joint research in AI and computing. And also the EU Horizon Europe, it is a funding scheme for academia industry consortia for innovation. And also this one of the best providing high income, high number of grants, and also of high sum of money. What about Africa? Africa, we have several problems. We always complaining of we have brain drain. Most scientists and talented researchers leave Africa to high-income countries because of poor income and poor research environment, unfavorable environment. And we have poor infrastructure. We have lack of funding for research. And these problems could be easily solved through academia industry collaboration. What about collaboration in Africa? No African university in the top 50 universities in Times Higher Education ranking 2025. No clear data about exact contribution of academia industry collaboration. Though we say that we have collaboration, but there is no data, no clear data saying what is the type of collaboration, how much money involved or invested in this collaboration, which university and which industry. Recently, there are several initiatives to enhance academia industry collaboration in Africa. They are in progress, but the forms of collaboration are still basic, sometimes informal, and in old formats like funding for conferences, workshops, and also of low budget. According to the WIPO Global Innovation Index 2024, no African country ranks within the top 50 globally. We speak about innovation index. Okay? However, several African nations have demonstrated notable progress in innovation relative to their development levels. And one of the best examples for this is Rwanda. They have good achievement. We have some examples. There are many, but I mentioned two. From Egypt, we have collaboration. It It is Egyptian Knowledge Bank. It is a huge library for providing resources for researchers, also training regarding educational partnerships, training regarding scientific research, publishing, and some also technologies. It involves some training regarding AI and IT and several items. It involves all levels from the public to the highest top researchers. And this is collaboration between the Egyptian government and several industrial entities. In South Africa, the University of Cape Town um, making achievement for collaboration with several pharmaceutical companies to provide labs and also provide, for example, imaging centers and several engagement for community services. But these collaborations needs documentation to know what is the outcome of this collaboration and how it could be improved. If we need to make academia industry collaboration, which is successful with a good achievement of outcomes or its goals, we should have a framework. We should have a plan to work through. The proposed framework involves solution for the challenges and barriers and the problems facing this collaboration, starting with understanding the landscape of possible collaboration, because it is different from country to country, from university to university, from industry to industry. Identify the stakeholders who will benefit from this collaboration. And thirdly, strategic alignment. For successful collaboration, both industry and academia should have common goals, common priorities or shared priorities, motivations, values, and needs. And the most important point is appointment of proper leaders who know how to take this for success and not hinder the progress of this collaboration, and setting effective communication pathways and communication channels and networks and the process of communication between both entities. In establish governance structure, including IB concerns, intellectual property concerns, internal and external policies, social values, resources, and infrastructure management. Set up the process of ethical and social responsibility, including conflict of interest management, and most important, adopt trust and mutual obligations. Trust between both entities is very essential for success. And at last, agree on the framework for management. And if we work through this process, we will ensure successful collaboration. Sure, there will be barriers, there will be challenges for academia, industry collaboration. These challenges should be also addressed and have solutions. Examples of these challenges include cultural and institutional differences. We know that academia values knowledge dissemination. However, industry prioritizes profit, prioritizes money, and time to market. There is different expectations for timelines, outcomes, and success metrics between academia and industry. There are intellectual property issues, including disagreements over IP ownership, patent rights, and commercialization items, a lack of clear institutional policies in universities can stall this collaboration. Limited communication and trust. There may be lack of mutual understanding and transparency, weak relationship building mechanisms, and poor networking channels. Misaligned objectives. Industry often seeks short-term applied solutions while universities seeks long-term fundamental research. Regulatory and bureaucratic hurdles. The bureaucratic hurdles may impede collaboration if we solve with all the challenges. There are lengthy institutional approval process, complex legal agreements, and compliance constraints. Resource constraints like inadequate funding or infrastructure on either side, lack of dedicated personnel or offices like technology transfer offices. And by the way, most African universities currently have technology transfer offices. They established several years ago. But the actual outcome of these offices is still beyond what's expected. Lack of incentives like limited academic reward structures for engaging in applied collaborative research, minimal motivation for industry to invest in exploratory or high-risk research. The last point is geographical and logistical barriers, maybe physical distance and lack of proximity for research hubs, or limited access to specialized facilities or labs may hinder collaboration. Though there will be barriers, there are several facilitators for collaboration, like strong industrial institutional support, presence of technology transfer offices, clear policies, leadership commitment from both academia and industry, the mutual trust and open communication, shared expectations and regular meetings, and also documenting the way of communication and transparent dialogue, aligned goals and research priorities. There will be agenda for collaboration and long-term strategic partnerships, and focus on solving real-world problems, community problems. Government and incentives and policies like tax relaxation for R&D investments, public funding for joint researches, national innovation strategies, and human capital development. Industry internships for students, faculty members, researchers, and joint supervision of postgraduate projects, academic staff secondments, and spectacles in industry. Shared infrastructure and resources, it will limit the fund required for initiating collaborative research, joint laboratories, and innovation hubs and incubators. Recognition and rewards. It is important to have incentives for this, like academic recognition, for industry engagement in promotion and evaluation, and also industry incentives for innovation and collaboration. Intermediary organizations like NGOs and innovation clusters, research consortia, they will work together with academia and industry as a force player to improve and disseminate research funding, and also have public support and governmental support for research. This collaboration should have ethical guidelines, should follow the ethical requirements, because there are some concerns like academic freedom versus commercial interest. We know academia mainly look for knowledge generation and transfer, but industry looks for income and for generation of money. Transparency in funding resources, it should be disclosed. Conflict of interest management, and also disclosure of this conflict of interest. If someone will be paid for this collaboration, it should be disclosed. And if there is any conflict of interest, all should be disclosed. The keys for successful collaboration includes clear communication and expectations, mutual trust and respect, well-defined contracts, IP rights, and policies, building collaborative culture, building collaborative and fruitful environment for performing research and knowledge transfer, smooth administrative process, remove the bureaucratic and hindering requirements for achieving approvals for this collaboration, and also long-term commitment beyond the projects. We do not need collaboration for projects that end with publication and over. We need collaboration for sustainable development. We need collaboration that can solve community problems. For Africa, we have several things that could improve and could work as improving or making the environment fruitful for collaboration. Stronger alignment between education and industry needs. It is very important to not have graduates who do not have career opportunities, who do not have opportunities to be trained or to work within the industry. Growth in government supported innovation initiatives and forcing or motivating policymakers to support research and development projects, increased emphasis on employability and entrepreneurship. And knowing the employability needs of the country, this can lead the universities to design curricula that will fit the labor market needs. There are common success enablers like multinational and regional partnerships. If we look at the partnership between African countries, we will find it more. We have fruitful opportunities to partnership with in between African countries, and have shared resources together. Integration of internships and industrial training, and government and donor backing for innovation. There are future opportunities. You know now, AI is hot topic. The gained a great interest in research and in education and several entities. There is opportunity for AI and data-driven partnerships, and the cross-disciplinary collaboration and multidisciplinary, interdisciplinary collaboration, and emphasis on sustainable innovation, including environmental factors. As we said that in quantable helix for science, environmental factors are also a key player in this helix. And we have several environmental enablers and facilitators for successful academia industry collaboration in Africa, which is underutilized, like the farming and the agricultural field. It is less utilized for academia industry collaboration, for example. In conclusion, academia industry collaboration is essential for knowledge transfer. It has great benefits to both academia and industry. The government, universities, the industry, and civil society are key pillars for science and economic development. Integration of environmental factors could improve the outcome of this collaboration and achieve sustainable development. Thank you. I hope you enjoyed the presentation today. And I am ready for any questions. Hi,
All
Bryce.
right. Yeah, sorry, my Zoom started misbehaving, but yeah, thank you very much, Eman. I think this is very, very important and fantastic, the point you have made. Um, there is a book um, funded by the that book was funded by the I will remember the name to explore the situation with between universities and industry in Africa. That book really highlighted the fact that we do not have much data, and where there are, is very poor. And if we really want to develop as a people, situation needs to change. Situation needs to change. But the thing is that scholars need to make themselves attractive. We need to make ourselves attractive, really, to attract industry to begin to look in our direction. And the first place I think we need to do that is to begin to think of innovation, innovative research. If I ask those of us here now, you see that many of us would think that industry is interested mostly on technology related research. No, no. And it doesn't really matter where you are. There are many things, many cultural uh, issues in Africa that can attract industrial funding because of the impact they will have, not only in the African society, but globally. So we need to think outside the box to become more innovative in the way we approach our research. And that would give opportunity um, for those in the industrial sector to look in our direction. We have had a discussion like this before. I think 2 years ago or so, or even 3 years, that we had a panel discussion about academia industry partnership, and we brought people from both divides. And one of the things those from the industry part were saying is that, well, I'll be interested in really supporting research, innovative research. But the problem I have is that, or the problem we have is that we don't really know what the African scientists are doing. So I don't know. So I can't fund blindly. I can't support blindly, you know. Perhaps we are too much engrossed with publication to build our career. But I tell you, when you begin to think innovatively, the doors will open, and then you begin to see that your research can have so much impact. I have partnered with industry in a number of projects. Sometimes they come to me, actually. They see my work and they recognize what um, they can gain from it, and they contact me. We found this, we are developing a product, or we are thinking in this direction, or find this research you have done, and we have a meeting to discuss potentials. So make yourself attractive, think innovatively, think outside the box. It is not all about publishing to build your CV. There is need for doing research that eventually will have impact to our society. So I think I can allow for one question. So thank you very much, Eman. One question before we open the door for the breakout sessions for the collaborative research groups. I think you have food of thoughts now, so that when you go to your groups, you can then find opportunity to um, to discuss these issues within your group. Okay. Yeah. Ibtisami Idris. I think you can unmute now, isn't it?
Thank you, Prof. Thank you, Dr. Imam, for this informative presentation. And I think one of the most important things that embed collaboration within African universities is the state of instability of most of the African countries. And I can mention an example from my university, the University of Khartoum. We have a collaboration project with a German university, and we couldn't continue in this project because of the instability in Sudan. And I think this will be the case in most of the African countries. Another point is the vision of the African universities. To what extent is collaboration stated in this vision, and to what extent are the policies within these universities is clearly express that collaboration is one of the most important aspect of university policy. Thank you.
All right. Yeah, Emma, do you want to respond to all those thoughts there?
Thank you, Sami, for bringing these 2 points. I think the stability is not an issue for most African countries. There are several African countries which have a stable environment, but the bureaucratic and long disabling administrative process is one of the hindering process. The lack of clear policies is most important because most universities don't have clear policies on how to have this collaboration. And for example, what you mentioned is about having a project. This is a main issue of several existing collaboration now, which is short-term project or short-sighted vision. Most projects are tending to have outcome as publication or just um, very low budget or limited outcome for this collaboration. But if you look at examples like I see successful MIT Institute and the Stanford University with NVIDIA company, these are far-sighted, aiming for several factors, providing career opportunities and also providing knowledge transfer products. And this is a project that will have win-win situation for both. I support you with the problem for for Sudan. That's the instability, and I think and I hope I pray that they will be solved in the future, but also making refinement of all universities' policies and procedures for collaboration, and putting clear vision, clear goals for collaboration is a key point for success. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Eman, for that. So yeah, for the sake of time, I think we need to move now to the collaborative research group session, breakout sessions. We have 45 minutes. I think several of you have been meeting in your own pace. I think most of you now in age group will be here. And so this opportunity to make progress, see where you can take your group going forward now. So 45 minutes. If you do not have any CRG, if you do not belong, you're sure. Some of you are not sure. You come and then another time you jump on another group, you make it complicated for us. Please identify the group you belong and join. If you do not have any group, please let us know so that we can assign you to a group. And as I mentioned earlier, when you get to any group, please remain there. Okay? That is where you should work with throughout the year. All right. So please, sorry, let me see. I will open the yeah, I have opened the rooms now, and you can join your group. So room 1 we mean CRG 1, and then it continues like that to room 12, CRG 12. So in 45 minutes, I will bring you back. Have a good discussion. If you do not know how to join your group, just write on the text chat box, and then we will be able to help you to get there. All right, welcome back, everyone. I hope everyone is back here. And I hope that you have had some time to interact in your group. You can see how much time we give during the sessions, during the seminar days. That is to give you an indication of how much value we put on the collaborative research groups. Our overarching goal is that you will make the necessary progress, because we want this to work for you, and we would like this to be a success for this program this year. The essence of allowing you to meet today is to catch up. But before the seminars or between the seminars, it is important that you increase your interactions, what you do within your group. Find a way to find your project, develop your project, and progress with it. The fact is that none of these things is easy to go through, but with determination, with discipline, I think you'll be able to succeed with this. So I encourage you, don't just meet only on the seminar days, but find time to engage. We have given you opportunities, are giving you tools, are giving you platforms in which you can meet and interact. Please make use of them. All right. So the groups have their WhatsApp groups. So please find your own WhatsApp group and join. There are those who join for the first time today and they have joined your group. Who after today circulate the list of those who are already there in the groups, so that the new ones can be added. And from our end, we can assign to you your unique ID number, your unique ID number within your group. The unique ID number is very important because it helps us to track the survey, the growth in the group, and also within each individual. So once you get that list, please add your name, and we can take it from there. Okay. The seminar edition coming in June, and that is the 6th edition for this year. The fruits of research collaboration. The fruits of research collaboration, 29th of June. And I would like to say that will be the last session where we are going to have presentation about the different theoretical aspects, from July, we'll be having, we'll be bringing colleagues from different parts of the world who will come to share their stories about collaboration. I tell you, in July, we'll be having a fantastic talk about Pan-African collaborative efforts. All right. And these are talks you will not want to miss. They're important to come and hear how others have done it, their challenges, where they have failed, where they have learned necessary lessons. And so the seminar series, the fruits of research collaboration in June, will be the last session we'll have. The system we have now, we still have the collaborative research groups from July until December, but the focus will be having examples of collaboration. All right, so please join us. All right, Prof. Warren's Academic Career Talks 101 third edition, as I mentioned earlier, is coming on Friday. Beyond the foundation, framing the structures. And I hope you will not miss it. Only 1 hour, 1 to 2 p.m. GMT. We have discussed about the foundations, and I hope that you would be able to join us on Friday to continue from where we stopped last time. Then after Friday, the first Friday of June, we'll be having the career audit. It's an open house. It's an open house for consultation. We discuss several issues. So please join us in that. All right. The ASFI Tea Time is back again with the 4th edition, Beyond Academia, from Collaboration to Commercialization, a way forward for African scientists. And that is in line with what we have discussed this evening, but they are taking it from the practical perspective, how people have done it. And then we have 2 speakers who will be coming to form a panel of discussion. So you will soon get in this week we have just got in. You will get the link to register and join. Please don't fail to join. I think this is going to be an important occasion to see how this has been done in practical terms. It's on the 13th of June, 10 to 11 a.m. GMT. All right, the ASFI Making Sense of Data course is still ongoing for application. So please join us if you want to be aligned with what is happening in the world we are today. Data is king, and those who know how to crunch it are kings themselves, right? So let's speak the language of data. This course is one of our signature courses, and I tell you, you will not regret coming. We're exploring 3 programs: SPSS, data, and R in this course. So we encourage you to join us, register and join us. It's very, very cheap course, a very cheap course to be here 40 hours, and then you just pay $100 if you're not an ASFI member. If you're an ASFI member, it's even much cheaper. So if you want to have it cheaper, you can join ASFI membership. Okay, the ASFI Research Journal is still open for manuscript submission, so please bring up your manuscript and let us handle it for you. Yes, membership, that is all I have for you this evening. I would like to say thank you very much for coming. I wish you a very wonderful week ahead. Very wonderful week. Okay, I see a hand, Abdul. I think you can unmute yourself actually from your end and speak if you have something to say.
Thank you, Prof. I don't know whether this is the right place to say it. We've been having issues with our group 11. Even today, we only had 2 members attending this session. We went through the process of doing the ASFI scholar issue so that we can get everybody on board. Unfortunately, only few were able to join there. So we're almost trying to reach a decision that maybe 2 of us can be able to continue. The other members are not forthcoming. So just we need your advice. Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, collaboration happens between 2 or more people. So if the other groups are not joining you, you move on. Okay. We have announced across the groups if you need support, and I think these are some of the things you may need support to speak with us so that we can see what are the issues and then offer more informed and elaborate suggestion on how you can move forward. But if eventually only 2 people are showing up and interested, nothing stops you from moving forward with that. And of course, once the other groups begin to see your fruits, perhaps they will be attracted to repent and join you. All right, let's take the last one because of time. Lim Killer, please.
Good evening. Yeah, Prof, I also echo the same sentiments with Dr. Ahmed, Abdul. The thing with our group in terms of ASFI scholar, they don't want to, to join. But then when we invite them for systematic review to screen, they are joining. And then when you comes to this meeting, also they don't come. So I don't know now because with ASFI Scholar, which we are supposed to utilize for our meeting, they are not there. But with the systematic review, when you invite them to say screening, invite them, they will accept, and they don't come for this meeting. So I don't know what's the way forward. What's your advice there, Prof?
Yeah, I think it would be good to invite me to your group. And that is one of the things we are trying to say. You can see that the survey we sent, we also want to capture people's attitude towards what collaboration is. Some people are interested in the output, get publication, and yeah, so on and so forth. But that is not really the focus of what we are trying to do. We are talking about collaboration. And I mentioned it when we started in January, that it doesn't necessarily have to end with you achieving a set output like publication. In as much as the group grow and matures and they can see that they have grown. That is more important than people coming into the group because they want to be part of a paper. So for all the groups, don't shift it towards we want to achieve something tangible at the end and show that we have done something. And when the group is not collaborative, I mean, the spirit of collaboration in the group is very poor. So the force that drives the collaboration should not be those tangibilities that you get in the end, because people can sit together and produce those if that is their attention, and then they don't eventually collaborate. So we're talking about collaboration here. I want to instill the spirit of collaboration in this program. So for every group that is having a challenge, please invite us to your group and we'll come to discuss a way forward. These are the challenges that come with building a collaboration, but it is good to know how to navigate through it. All right, so please take advantage of that opportunity we have offered to you. Thank you everyone for coming this evening. I wish you a wonderful week ahead. Remember, Friday we meet again. For those who are attending the course that's ongoing, we meet you again on Saturday. Wonderful week.
Thank you. Thank you, Prof.
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 Thank
Thank you very
you.
much, Prof.
Thank you,
Thank you.
everyone. Good
Thank
evening.
you.
Thank you, Prof.
Bye.
Rihan, I hope you have gone to join the group. Rihan, Dr. Rihan. Yeah, bye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Prof. And goodbye, everyone.
Good night, everyone.